Welcome back to Tenacious Planner. You have been kicking ass, you've been taking names, you've been doing all the things. But what has actually happened this week? So showing up for yourself, doing the work on the daily, setting up your beginning, setting up your end of your day is a great way to start. One of the things that I found was that there would be weeks that were just shit, and I couldn't figure out up from down and next and what my next plan was and what I found was oftentimes that little voice that would get stuck on the tape recorder would tell me that, maybe I had a super shit week. Oh, that was not the one I was looking for. So I'm going to give this week a 2-star because that's what it feels like. So you're going to go through and you're just going to highlight how it felt. I don't really feel like I took care of myself. You know what? My gratitude game was strong. I've woke up on time. Oh no, nope, didn't wake up on time. I've had one bedtime on time. I've had a ton of fun this week. So that's solid. I got one workout in this week. I've packed my meal twice this week. Professionally, I'm feeling super behind. I don't even want to talk about finances, so we're just going to go to meh. So that's what this week felt like to me, right? So then I want you to actually go back through and I want you to look at the last 7 days that you filled out in this planner up here to go back and actually see what it looked like. Because I think what you're going to find is, you know what? I did meditate on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I woke up late, Thursday, I woke up late. So I still have tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday, and actually I had a pretty solid week. You know what? I just looked back at my gratitude journal and I did take care of Tuesday. I did Wednesday night, Friday, and Saturday. Okay, well, that's why it feels like that. So you're going to go through and you're going to look at planner and you're going to see which days you actually did the things you said you were going to do so that you can realize what actually happened. And what I realized is when I'm tired, my view is skewed. And that's it. I'm not going to go any further down the rabbit hole on this. I'm just going to get a good audit of where I'm at. So this past week, what did I excel at? Communicating and showing up. This should be different for you. So whatever that looks like for you, maybe you asked for help this week. Maybe you reached out to an old friend. What did you excel at? My favorite part is honestly playing board games. Let's see here. Ooh, time audit. This is a great thing for me. So this is going to say, how did you spend your time? Write in the times below to make the biggest change. Make sure you're using something besides memory. Most phones have a place that you can actually look up what you've done or be able to track it. Like how much are you spending on social media? How much are you spending on games or movies? I did actually watch the series Wednesday. If you love Wednesday, just drop that below. If you hated it, keep it to yourself. So television, I've watched 2 hours this week. I've actually gotten some solid family friends time, so I spent 4 hours there. Work, I've been here 12 hours this week. Sleep, my average is showing 6 hours. I actually prefer 8, which explains why I'm tired. My phone time, I'm averaging 2 hours a day. And then, you know what, wandering aimlessly. I was here for 3 hours yesterday doing that, so 3 hours. And listen, it's not aimless if I'm in the building. I thoroughly enjoy getting to talk with people. It just wasn't part of what I had scheduled. So what system can you put in place to help you achieve this next week? What needs to change in your daily plans? So what's something that you could be doing differently or do better? I realize when I'm tired, I don't always set alarms, and so it makes me actually sleep less well. So I need to change my alarm system. And I should say alarm clock, but we don't have alarm clocks anymore. Learns, I could ask for help more often. And my wins, dude, I had some solid money days, solid hair days. Oh, and I getting to coach a dream client. I'm going to write coaching. Now, remember how we looked earlier at the rest of our week? I'm going to go through and I'm going to say my weekly goal is, let's say if I work 3 days a week at 600, so that's 1,800. And I apologize, I'm pretty typically having to recalculate the things just to make sure I can do the stuff. Because listen, what we remember is not always the reality. So my service goal was 1,800 and my retail goal was 540. I'm going to go look at my previous days, add it up, and let's say I added it up and I got 2,600. Now, just a quick refresh because we're at the end of the week. Where I'm looking in the rest of my days is in this bottom corner that I have previously filled out. This is already going to give me my numbers and all I have to do is add them up. If you're using one of the software systems that actually adds it up for you, kudos. Just make sure it doesn't include your tips in it in case you look like you're making more money on services or retail or students than you think. All right. So you went in and you made sure that you took care of rating this week, being able to set up what you're going to do next week. Next up, what are our goals? How are we going to set ourselves up to be able to make sure that this week is done? We're going into this week with a fresh start. So what focus level are you on? Sometimes when you're growing, you're going to look at new habits. Sometimes when you're trying to figure out exactly what your next move is, you're just making sure that you have no excuses, that your habits are getting solid locked, that this is what I'm doing and I will show the fuck up. Sometimes you've made your new habits introduced, you've gotten solid, your habits are in place. Now you're looking at the next level. Now you're taking your auditing to the next stage to figure out what you're doing. So my focus this next week is definitely going to be gratitude because I almost have that down. Actually, you know what? We're going to put that under next level. Myself, I'm going to put under next, no excuses, sorry. Wake up. I need to reset my habit. Bedtime, I need to reset my habit. Next level fun, because remember, I had a solid week of fun. Workout, I need to create the habit. Meal, I need to create the habit. Professional, I just need to show up and do the shit. And the same with my finances. So you'll notice I've got a lot of habits that I need to work on. So one of the things I'm going to be doing this weekend is looking at what is messing with my habits, what is in the way of habit stacking. If you've not read Atomic Habits, I highly recommend you put this video down, go read Atomic Habits and look at how you can habit stack instead of trying to reset your life, because that does not work for anybody. So draw a sketch or plan your storyboard for social media next week. So what's the theme you're going to create for the next week? Maybe mine will be go big or go home. And then what do you need to create this week? So you know what? I've had a lot of reels done, so I am going to check that mark off. I need to focus more on behind the scenes. For my story, for myself personally, I share a lot of other people's stuff, but I need to get into mine. Carousel. I'm going to go little voice. Carousel, how to get out of our own ways. And then a tutorial. You know, I haven't done a tutorial in a long time, so I might ask my team what they want to learn. Listen, you don't have to create everything yourself. You have people around you. Ask them what they want to learn. Ask them what they want to see. What do I have coming up next week? I've got lots of family time. I got people in from out of town, so that's super exciting. Also going on vacation soon, so less of anxiety for leaving and more of enjoying the moment. Part of enjoying the moment is learning to trust ourselves that we are doing all the right things. What am I looking forward to? Mexico with a fam. And if you guys notice, this is not taking long to fill this stuff out. Don't overthink this. Set a timer so that you are just getting it done. The more that you put pressure on yourself in timing, the more honest you have to be with yourself, because you can't overthink and go down rabbit holes. If you're somebody that has to chew on things, start thinking about this on Saturday morning so that you just are being aware of it, and then fill it out on Saturday afternoon. What's a carryover task? Ooh, I have some marketing things that I did not get done last week. So I'm just going to write marketing stuffs because I will go look in that area and see what I need to tackle down. I will win when leaving my tech behind for vacation. All right, write down your intentions. How do you want to spend your time? Listen, I'm just going to write tons. Work, I have 10 hours of work next week. I'd like to get back to my 8-hour schedule. Television, I probably don't have time for television next week. I really want to get under 2 hours of phone time per day, and that's where I'm going to leave my focus. My weekly goal is 1,800 in services. And what did I say my weekly goal for retail was? 540. As you start filling this out, you're going to find that this planner allows you all of your information in one place so that you are not having to hunt and gather all of the things that are going to make you next level successful. Again, I'm Elizabeth Struess. Thank you so much for taking time with me to be able to set yourself up for success in the Tenacious Planner. I look forward to seeing drop below what you think is going to be super helpful in getting you to the level you want to be in life. Who knows what can happen?